Standing or sitting? That's the question today. Welcome, this is video number 2 in a series of videos for beginners, for those of you that want to start on your virtual journey. If you didn't have a chance to watch video number 1, I highly recommend you do that. And after you watch it and actually implement what I'm suggesting over there, then watch this video. So in this video, we're going to discuss the beginning. The beginning after you already did your first gig and hopefully you had a great experience. Even if it wasn't what you're expecting, I'm sure it wasn't perfect. And even the third one will not be perfect. And even the 10th one will not be perfect. So just stay on track. If you want to perform virtually, you will have to adjust and it takes some time. Try to find what you like about it first and write down, the things that you don't like about it and how you can engage more and improve that. But all these will come with repetition. It's all about repetition. So the question today is standing or sitting. What is your setup? You have to figure that out first before you go out and buy any equipment. Understand the setup. Do you need to stand for your show or do you need to sit for your show? There is no good answer here. Your answer would be the good answer. For me, standing works better, even though I could do my show sitting down without any problems. But I feel that standing up gives me more energy. I can move more if I need to pick up something from here, if I need to move back and pick up something from the side. So for me, standing, and also the audience feels that energy when I'm standing. It also is better, especially if you sing, then you should be standing because it changes your voice. You can project your voice much better when you're standing. I think there's a saying in English saying, be up on your feet. Hey, when I'm performing, I want to be up on my feet. So this is why I created my studio from the get-go, knowing that I will be standing. Again, if you decide to be sitting, there's nothing bad about it. Maybe you need to be sitting because you need to write certain things or you want to demonstrate something with your hands, or maybe it's a very intimate environment that you want to create. I don't know, if you read tarot cards, then you want to be sitting and make them feel like you are sitting right in front of them on the same table. So there are many reasons why an entertainer would be sitting, also for a speaker. But overall, ask yourself that question first, because when I'm out performing on stage, I'm always standing, and I decide to translate that also over here. And I also believe that people, when they're watching a Zoom show especially, or they're watching any show on a video, they don't always want to just see ahead. They want to be able to see things happening, more energy. Now you're probably asking yourself, but you're standing, but you're just showing from here and up. Yes, and that's also during my performance. This is probably the shot that I'm using most of the time. I also have multiple cameras, so I have different shots. And I can also move back if I need to a little bit, but I never have a full body shot. Now, this question about standing or sitting will make a big difference on your equipment and your setup, your scenography or your background. So if you need to be standing, but you need to show all your body, you will need a much bigger wall than what I have here. I actually have a very tiny space, and I'm utilizing just even part of that space. And let me just pull back so you can see. So I just have that's all I have. Very, very small, and I'm just using a part of it. Okay, so if you want to be standing, you will need to be considering how much space you're going to take from your house. Do you have that space? How it's going to look? What is the camera angle that you're going to have? Do you need multiple cameras? So I have the need to also show my hands. So there you go. During the show, I can show what I do with my hands. If I do some cards, that's my setup. And by the way, if you're interested to know how I have an overhead camera, all I use is an iPhone. I use a phone for that. I have a whole video about an overhead camera setup under 30 bucks. You should watch that video. It's great. I will post it right there. Okay. So back to the question, standing or sitting, there is no right or wrong. You need to decide, but you need to decide it first before you go out and you buy everything. This will This will have an influence on the microphone that you use, on the camera that you use, even your desk, because here's the third option: standing, sitting, or both. And I actually have the option of doing both, because I went out and I bought myself a huge desk that goes up and down, and it has memory so I can configure it. Showtime goes up. During normal times, it's my desk. I bring it down, I sit down, I work. So for me, it's perfect. And for you, maybe you want to be able to have that as well. Even for cooking, if you want to do a cooking demonstration, you can, well, it's better if you do it in a kitchen than on a normal desk. But if you, for example, you do arts and crafts, you can use a standing desk as well. Magicians like me, I mean, I really think that I'm so happy about this desk. And you know what, I'm going to put the link below, but still, I wouldn't go out and buy equipment yet. It's important that you figure that out first, okay? How much back you're going to use, how many cameras you need, and what is the angle that you want to show, and that will determine a lot about your setup: standing, sitting, or both. All right, that's it for today. So just figure that out and then go to the next step, which is number 3. Please, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and ring the bell so you're notified on the next video. And I would appreciate a like or your comment. If you have any questions, I look at the comments and I'm happy to answer. If you have an idea for a video, please put it in the comments below. I'm Alan Chamo, helping speakers and entertainers on the virtual journey.